Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. This is Matazah coming at you with another lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who are pushing this word with 100% accuracy and truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there who are doing this thing with full sincerity. To you all, I'd like to say shalom. Today, we're going to go over pretty much just trusting in the Lord rather than your own strength. Because the enemy, they got things that we can't take them out. Yeah, they got weaponry and things that can take us out with ease. And there ain't nothing we can really do about it unless we had a Lord by our side. So, excuse the sniffing because I got a little stuffy nose, but anyway, these, we gonna have to rely on the Lord, and yeah. So I got a video, a little clip that I got from a brother sent, and it showed a fine display of Esau's mindset and how he'll be taking out people in general without being in the area. Like he can literally send something to kill you and have enjoyment doing it. Now the language that's in this video, it's foreign language. I believe it's German or Russian. But yeah, before I begin, I like to say fair use, fair use. This is not for monetary purposes. This is for educational purposes only. I am not trying to use any clips for money purposes. I'm not trying to gain any fame. This is for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use.
Перефразовуючи відомого українського автогонщика, мого товариша Олексія Мочанова, був би моцик, а хрустік знайдеться. Від себе додам, всякого хрустіка на моцику ми переонанджуємо у йоблика. Ваші очі та жало. Добрий день, привезли труби. Чи не кожен одненький хробак, що вештається нашою землею, при зустрічі з FPV-пілотів Кліматим чи Ворбастер птахів Мадяра, традиційно мають на вибір цілих 3 варіанти розвитку подій. Перший.
Now this is not America, obviously. This is one of the foreign countries. And they're constantly at war. They're fighting each other. While these lousy Americans over here, so-called Americans, are over here sitting comfortably without a care in the world, going to their little football, basketball, baseball games, chucking down nothing but junk food and beer and wine and whatever else they can stuff down their throat. Sitting back, just not a care in the world, while people around the world are killing each other. And killing each other over small matters, large matters, you name it.
Тікати. Бігти, скакати, повзти чи катулятися, але тікати. І закінчити подорож втомленим. Другий. Ховатись. За смереку чи осину, за гілляку чи руїну, у раколовку чи за власну тінь. Ховатись, очечо стиснути, приготуватись і відпочивати. Третій. Змиритися. Увімкнути окуня, зайняти акторську позу, приготуватися до останнього селфі і релакс, апатія. Дивіться, мені так видається, що саме ці 3 узагальнені варіанти розвитку подій є найбільш широко розповсюдженими. Але лише у різних ситуаціях, конфігураціях, інтерпретаціях, інколи навіть хробачих мастурбаціях, вибачаюся. Звісно, у нас є свій четвертий варіант. Когда от тебя, черт храбачий, вообще нічого не зависит. Коли очі та жало приходять там, де він не чекає, а тому безсилий. Ми у птахах називаємо той варіант хробачим жахом. Просвітницький проєкт «13 йобликів у етері», сезон 2, частина 35. По дрону у кожну хробачу макітру. Дітей від екранів прибираєм. Версію без блюру у телеграм-канал «Мадяр» шукаєм, а у Ютубі та Фейсбук дивимося заблюреним, адже цензура. Поїхали. Хробак кущовий.
As you can see, the Esau, whether it be the American or the Russian troops or the German troops, this is most likely Russian. But anyway, you can see they can use drones as suicide bombers to kill you. Can you really fight something like that? Like, what type of tactic can you have to deal with something like that? You can't even see the bomb coming at you. Well, remember you sitting there like a couple of dudes that's in this clip. They sitting there looking around. Next, you know what? They looking at a camera and a drone looking at them, coming towards them to explode. Can you really avoid something like that close? Like, Esau got stuff that the average civilian does not. There's no escape. And then Esau got all types of other weaponry. Like, bro, like, you're not getting out of this. You're not getting out of this unscathed. Not even the hopeful elect gonna get out of this unscathed. We're gonna go through some tribulations, some problems. That's what people not understanding.
Торчику, на піздюль, тра-та-та не допоможе. Маленько димся розойде. Що там? Там є листик у скафандрі. Ми з Тамарою ходім пара, і тому поряд шукаємо ще одного мінімум. О, який сарайчик. Само то для балки у схованки. Пілоти Вормбастер часу не гають. Робаку підсрачника заряджають. Томаш, упали стіни.
And you can hear the enjoyment in his Edomite's voice. He's enjoying every ounce of, you know, of lives being lost by bombing. Like Esau, they love blood, they love murder, they love all that. That's one of the reasons why these people gotta go. They gotta be exterminated. Cause they are a parasite. They are a plague upon the human race. They are a plague not just to the human race, but life itself. Because they just kill anything. They kill stuff for fun. They create all types of diseases, and they point the blame of their doings to others. That's what they do. Now, if you want to see more of this clip, you can see within the video the name of the person who posted this video. Subscribe to them if you like, because they got tons of videos, as you can see. There's another one right under it. But feel free to subscribe to that to check him out, because this person or persons, you know, they posted many videos. I'm not gonna go through all the videos. Just wanted to show you, you know, what Esau is dealing with, like what type of weaponry we'll be dealing with. They don't have to come to you; they can just bring it to you. You know. Now, since we on that, let's identify a few things about Esau, like his little personality, and you know, a little bit of Jake, but we're not gonna really go into Jake like that. So, Oh crap, is that gonna work? Lately I've been having a little bit of problem with this damn app. Alright, I was looking at stuff earlier, reading a few things. But Genesis 25. I'm gonna go straight to a few things. Genesis 25, and I'm gonna go straight to 24. And when her days were, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. And they call his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Now the point I want to get to, because I was just identifying the twins, being Esau and Jacob being twin brothers and or whatnot. Now I'm going to verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Esau, you know, he likes hunting things and killing things, and spilling blood. He was one of those wild people. He's a wild little man, but cunning. Like he observing, waiting to strike his strike to kill. Treacherous. Um, the typical white man today. They seek weakness, and they get to that weakness, and they fester and pick with that weakness until they take down they prey. As for Jacob, or the children of the sons of Israel, who Jacob, line is going through, they were chill, laid back, peaceful, you know, kept it simple, but they were the salt. They brought in the flavor. They kept everything pure. They brought in the entertainment. I can go on for days what the Israelites can do. But Esau, just a thief and a murderer and a killer. I ain't gonna say killer, but a thief and a murderer. They always been twisted. They always had something wrong with them. All the way down when their ancestor Cain. There's always been something wrong with them. Now, the whole point of this was, back to that video, we could do nothing in this coming war without the Lord. We don't have the strength and the power to fight this man and his kingdom, because this man has all types of weaponry and ways and knowledge to kill. We'll just be chunks of meat on a target field, a target range being aimed at. That's all Jacob would be if we go all out on this dude. A lot of our people aren't trained, to kill. A lot of people are docile. They ready to fight and kill each other, but when it comes to fighting their enemy, they're not like that. They're not about that life. And we've been so struck down in it, and down in the pits. What the hell? We've been so struck down in the pits for so long that it's just been, we just broken down people. But the Lord, Him returning, it's gonna fix all that. And our belief and faith in Him It's gonna make it so. So I'm pretty sure you already seen it when I had popped up the popped on the blue letter. We'll go to uh Second Corinthians. What was that? 12:4. What is this? Oh, my bad. I used 10:4. I'm gonna start at 3. Uh, Second Corinthians 10:3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. Right, like, oh, through Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, these weapons won't prosper against us. We're going to prevail. Through Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, we will prevail through this coming destruction, this coming trouble, this coming tribulation. We're going to prevail because he's going to protect us. He's going to feed us. He's going to nourish us. He's also going to empower a select few of the hopeful elect, which is the 144,000. He's going to empower them, and they're going to be able to fight Esau, and they're going to be destroying and wrecking Esau. And with those abilities, 144,000 is going to be running rampant. And the whole point, you have to go trust in the Lord, because you don't trust in the Lord, then you have no power. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, are power. They are our power, our major main defense, our strength, and our defense. Without them, we're nothing. Literally. Without them, we are nothing. I'll go to Psalms 118. We'll go to 8. It is better to trust in Yahweh than to put confidence in man. It's better to trust in the Lord, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, than to trust in your own strength, than to trust in another man, than to trust in another woman or man or child or beast or weaponry or vehicle. Whatever you could put in your mind, don't put nothing over the Lord, because the moment you do, you basically just showed yourself some weakness. This thing that's coming, this whole event, this end game, it's gonna take pure faith to get through it. It's gonna come a time when stuff is just gonna get so hard. You might have to leave people behind. You might have to leave food behind. You might have to leave clothes behind. You might have to leave everything behind and be all on your own trying to survive. And you ain't gonna have nothing. You just gonna have to just pray and just put all your hope, your rest, your trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Just to get through it all, because at the end of the day, we are nothing but worms. Isaiah 41. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp thrusting instrument, having teeth, Thou shalt thrust the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. Right. He's talking about that 144,000. When he gave him that superpower, he gonna thrust through the mountains. And the mountains is those governments, those top um the ones that are in authority, basically. That's what he's talking about. The people that are in authority, he the 144,000 gonna be going through them like butter. Esau Edom is going to be through, you know. And that's about it. Like that's you gotta put your trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to get through what's coming, because at the end of the day, like it just said in verse 14, fear not thou worm Jacob. He called us a worm because that's what we basically are. We're defenseless. A worm is defenseless. All it can do is wiggle around and dig and eat. It can do nothing else. A worm is defenseless. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash. This is Matazah. I came with you another lesson. Double honors to apostles and elders out there at GMS. We're pushing this word with truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. To you all, I'd like to say shalom.